guys have a good weekend? I'm glad. Yeah, me too. I didn't do anything much except I stayed at home and learn something new every day. So didn't do much at all. Okay, great. So what day are we on today? Yeah, that's right. Today we're on Monday, July 27th, 2020. Very good. Now you're probably wondering why, teacher, we have two boards of the sessions in one. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a change of plan. All right. So I'm going to do only one video starting from today, and the one video will involve two subjects at the same time. Okay, so when I finish with one, I will continue to the other one. Okay, so please make sure that you stay put and try to focus. Okay, it's very, very important. All right. The reason I'm doing this is because to save time for you guys. Okay, to save more time, instead of like trying to upload two videos or trying to press two videos. Except now you can have one video and with two subjects in there. Okay, we're not losing anything. All right. Okay, so for session 1, we're going to be covering up Blueprint 2. Today, we're moving on to a new lesson, lesson 5. How much does it cost? Okay, so what does it mean, how much does it cost? What does it mean? Right, so it just simply means asking about the prices of something, right? So, for example, I can say, how much does the pair of jeans cost? Okay, so asking for price. How much does it cost? All right. Now, before we go into our vocabulary, let's do a quick listen on to module conversation A. All right, module conversation A, you need to read the conversation, then listen. But we're going to listen and then we're going to read, okay? All right, module conversation A. Listen.
Track 26.
I hear your university is very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
How much does it cost, if you don't mind my asking?
Tuition is over $50,000 a year, and there are a lot of other expenses: housing, books, a meal plan.
Wow! How do you afford it?
It's not easy, but I get some scholarships. I have some student loans, too.
Wow. I guess my school costs are reasonable then.
How much do you pay?
The total for tuition and fees is $12,000 per year, and I live in a dorm room on campus. It's quite cheap.
Good. I hope you've already listened and you know what's the conversation talked about. All right, but let's read it together anyway. Molly, I hear your university is very expensive. Warren, yeah, it is. Molly, how much does it cost, if you don't mind me asking? Warren, tuition is over $50,000 a year, and there are a lot of other expenses: housing, okay, books, a meal plan, and so on. So ... means so on and so on, okay? Molly, wow, how do you afford it? Warren, it's not easy, but I get some scholarships. I have some student loans too. Molly, wow, I guess my school costs are reasonable then. Warren, how much do you pay? Oh, Molly, the total for tuition and fees is $12,000 a year, okay, per year. And I live in a dorm room on campus. It's quite cheap. Remember what's the word dorm? Right. You remember that word, right? You're learning in previous unit. Okay, so in the conversation just basically talks about Warren and Molly talking about their university expenses and cost. Okay, so it costs about $50,000 a year for Warren's tuition fee. So that covers food, that's the meal plan, the books, the expense in houses, okay? How can he afford it? Well, because he got a scholarship, right? Scholarship, we'll look at the word in a minute. And also he borrowed some money, student loans from the bank or something to continue his studies, okay? That's what people in Europe do. They do loans, okay? They do loans for buying cars, they do loans for buying houses, okay? Loans. All right? Okay, let's have a look at our vocabulary. Number 1, expenses housing. Expenses housing. Expenses housing is a home or the cost paid to live in a home, okay? So your how much it costs to live in a home. So my expenses housing Also, I also have to pay for where I live because I rent. It's a place for rent. All right. Number 2, meal plan. Meal plan. Meal plan is paid for a certain number of meals per month. So meal is another word for food. Okay, meal plan. Number 3, scholarships. Scholarships. Scholarships is a gift of money for education costs. So it's free of study. Now also at ABI, if you are the #1 student in ABI, you will also get scholarship. For example, maybe get tuition half price or free education fees or free clothes, free books, okay? So scholarship means when you're doing the best at school, #1 at school, and you get free to study, okay? Maybe 6 months or a year or until you finish, okay? So also at ABI, we also offer scholarships to our students as well, right? So we pick out the best students throughout the year and we give them scholarships, mean either not pay for the school fees or free books and free clothes, okay? Uniform, right? Loans. Loans. Now loans is the money that a person borrows that must be paid back. Okay? So loans mean basically if you borrow someone else's money, you need to pay them back. Okay? Loans. But mostly these kind of loans is a lot. We loan them from the bank. Okay? So for example, you can loan the money to buy houses. You can loan money to buy cars. You can loan money to go to university. That's what people in Europe do. I think in Cambodia we do them as well. Okay? But not very much. Number 5, fees. Fees. Fees is the cost of service. Okay, so fees could also it's also cost of schooling as well. So tuition fees, fees for the house, fees for fixing the car, fees for fixing the aircon, fees for fixing the building. Okay, for construction buildings. Okay, so they're also called fees. So these are 5 vocabulary words for today in session 1, Blueprint 2. All right. Now, for the next one is the expressions related to expenses. So we have the word expensive. Expensive. Not bad. Not bad. Reasonable. Reasonable. It costs too much. It costs too much. Cheap. Cheap. It doesn't cost much. It doesn't cost much. Okay? So these words is in your Blueprint 2 student book on page 44. Now for the next section is in your opinion. You need to write in your opinion what is the reasonable price for each following. So look at the tables below and you need to tell me, you need to write what do you think is the reasonable price, write down your guess, okay? So maybe you can take an example from your experience in living in Cambodia, okay? So for example, how much would it cost to have a haircut? Well, if you're a boy, it's probably cheaper, right? Okay? So from your experience, from different person point of view, okay? Alright, I don't have much for Blueprint 2 for session 1. Don't go away, stay tuned for session 2. Alright? Welcome back to session 2. Now for session 2, we're going to be covering up speaking Tutor1A. Today's lesson, we're going to a new lesson today. Lesson 3, dialogue and practice. Today we're going to be talking about on a diet on page 94 and 95. And you're speaking Tutor1A. Now, what does it mean to be on a diet? What does that mean? Okay, so to be on a diet means you need to lose weight. Like teacher Sopet need to lose weight too, okay? I have to be on a diet sometimes, okay? Because I love eating. I always have snacks. My colleagues, my boss always say, oh, teacher Sopet always have snacks, okay? I need to be on a diet. But when I go to see my friend says, oh, Sopet, you are so skinny. I'm like, no, I cannot even fit in my clothes anymore. I'm that fat, okay? So on a diet means to lose weight, to stop eating or eating less, okay? mostly people goes on a diet by going to gym, okay, or eat less rubbish food. In England, we say rubbish food, like, you know, a lot of candies, a lot of chips, a lot of food that shouldn't be eaten, okay, like mostly snacks and fried food. For example, in America, a lot of people teenagers in America love going to their fast food restaurant, okay? So fast food restaurant. What do they do there? They mostly go eat junk food like burgers, French fries, okay? Okay, chips. In America we call French fries. In England we call chips, okay? So they eat all this rubbish food and most of them gain weight. Gain weight means their weight has been growing, okay? So some of them weigh 90 kilos, 100 kilos. Okay, so it's very, very important that you have to be on a diet and take care of your body, okay? So sometimes if you see things that shouldn't be eaten, you don't have to eat them, okay? Walk away, all right? But sometimes I can't resist food, that's me. I love food. I mean, devouring it, okay? All right, so have a look at the pictures and fill in the blanks, right? Look at the pictures. So, there are two different pictures. There's a picture of breakfast, okay? What did Tom eat for lunch? What did Jill eat for breakfast? Okay? So, you need to look at the pictures and you need to write the words according to the pictures, okay? Now, Jill ate of cereal to and, okay? What did Tom eat for breakfast, for lunch? Tom ate something, 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 and something as well. By looking at the picture, you can describe it in words, okay? So that can be done a little bit later in your classwork or your homework, all right? Let's do a quick vocabulary preview. Today, we have new 6 words in our speaking tutor 1A. Number 1, gained, gained. 2, competitions, competitions. 3, wrestling, wrestling. Notice you don't hear the word W, the letter W, okay? Wrestling, wrestling. Number 4, match, match. Number 5, snowboarding, snowboarding. Number 6, lose, lose. All right, let's do a definition. Gained, to get more in weight, okay? So for example, I gained extra 3 kilos since last week because I eat too much, okay? So gain means to grow in weight, okay? To get more weight. Number 2, competitions, competitions. Competition is to compete against each other, okay? In an event, or to win a prize, okay? So mostly we have school competition like spelling bees, okay? Or sometimes we also, you know, in our school we also do events such as sports day, word day, or, you know, spelling bees and all that. So it's a competition, means you play against each other in order to win a prize, okay? You compete against each other. Number 3, wrestling, wrestling. Wrestling is a half-fighting sport where players try to hold someone to the ground, okay? So have you guys ever watched wrestling before? I bet you. Okay? Number 4, match, match. Match is another word for game or to compete. Also, match is also, you know, the thing for light, a wooden thing that when you and then light. I don't know how to say that in Khmer. I will find. Look at the picture that I'm going to send to you. Okay. Match. Snowboarding. Snowboarding. Snowboarding is a type of winter sport that people usually play on board, and they mostly plays on a hill, on a mountain. Okay, snowboarding. Lose. Lose is to get less weight. So for example, I lose 5 kilos because of my daily exercises. Okay. Lose also means another word. Lose to lose in a game, to lose in a competition as well. Lose. Okay. Lose. All right. So that's our vocabulary preview. Now, for the next part on page 95, it's the comprehension check. Let's put the words in the blank. You need to listen to track 19. Track 19. Now listen.
Dialogue on a diet.
Hey, Max, how is wrestling?
It's going really well. I won my last 3 matches.
Congratulations!
Yeah, but now my coach wants me to lose 4 kilograms.
Why?
So I can wrestle in a different weight group. I'd be really strong.
So, are you on a diet?
Yeah, I'm eating less and exercising more.
What are you eating?
Lots of fruit and vegetables. I had a bowl of fruit for breakfast this morning, and for lunch, I had a plate of broccoli with a little bit of chicken.
Wow, you're the only boy I know on a diet.
Good. I hope you've already listened to them. And now what you need to do, you can listen to them again and try to fill in the missing words of the conversation, okay? So the 2 people, Max and Gina, are talking about on a diet, being on a diet, okay? So there's some green words in the box. You need to put the green words in the box into the missing word, okay? It's 1 to 5. There are 5 words there. It's okay. You don't have to do this during the video, but you can do this part of your classwork or your homework, okay? That will be set for me, all right? Okay, then we'll do some more questions and more practice about it later, all right? Good. I hope this helped. Don't forget to copy down all of your vocabularies into your notebook. It's very, very important to have all of this into your notebook, okay? Because later on, it's going to be your end of term exam, okay? So you will need all of this for your end of term exam as part of the, vocabulary, grammar, and all that, okay? Good, excellent. Well, I don't have much for you for these 2 sessions today. All right, that's all I can do for you. But remember, if you have any questions, any doubt, please message me anytime to my personal Telegram so I can help you with your work, okay? No worry, don't feel like, oh, I'm disturbing you or anything. No, you're not disturbing me. I'm here to help you, okay? So please send me any messages that you don't understand about the homework or the classwork or any pages in the book, if you don't understand them, all right? Very good, excellent. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video, okay? Goodbye for now.